I got us donuts. Those are so bad for you. Oh no, are they moldy? I mean, are they poisoned? Are you allergic? No, I'm just saying. You're judging my food choices based on a false standard of health again, aren't you? Guilty.
Now eating healthy is racist. This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store, ladies and gentlemen, we just got our beanies in. It was a whole bunch of people that wanted the beanies, so you better check it out now. We have our American flag shirt, American flag hats with the leather patch. We got them in all kinds of sizes, and all of our beanies are here and available. We have a variety of different colors. We have the gray, we have the pink, we have the black, all of them. You need to get them now. And if you want a discount, just for y'all on YouTube, you can go to Adam 2024, put in Adam 2024, and you will get 20% off the entire store. Like and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live and make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. LA Unified School District posts a bizarre video about food neutrality. Oh my God, these people are nuts, man. I think this is when you got life too good, you just start getting stupid. Food neutrality. Los Angeles Unified School District allegedly promotes an odd video on social media about food neutrality, food choices, and health, marketed obviously towards children. In the video, which is like something that you'll see out of a Willy Wonka movie with Johnny Depp in it, bizarre woman claiming that food choices are based on a false standard of health. A large African-American woman is seen in the video saying that we are incorrectly taught from a young age that our size and therefore the food that we eat are makers or are markers of our own self-worth. Now, I don't think many people care about your self-worth. It's just really about your health. It says a short video by a woman named Blair Imani says that diet culture based on oppression has created false hierarchies of food. Obviously, outraged parents say that they have been told white kids shouldn't judge poor kids for eating processed foods or junk food. Now, this nut job says that she's a writer, mental health advocate, and a historian living at the intersection of Black, queer, and Muslim identity. And obviously, the New York Times is praising Blair for her unique ability to create progressive lessons with vibrant visuals and a perky, quirky delivery. No, she's stupid. Her whole premise, and I'm gonna play the clip of this video, their whole premise is that eating healthy is white supremacy. I quit. I'm finna quit the radio right now. Eating healthy is white supremacy. Food don't dictate your health. It's the whole Lizzo thing. You can eat whatever you want. Nobody should discriminate against you because you eat processed foods. Listen, let me tell you something. Just because you poor don't mean you got to eat processed foods. That's one thing that I never understood. Just because you poor don't mean that you have to act poor. Nobody told you that you got to go eat Twinkies and buy a whole bunch of honey buns and get food in a can. Nobody told you that makes sense. You don't have to eat that way. You can go to the store and get some vegetables. It don't take you no time to go plant some stuff in your backyard. And if you live in an apartment complex, get you a little pot, put some soil in it. I know you got a balcony. You got a window with sunlight. You can go on YouTube and look up how to plant your own vegetables and fruits. You can put some stuff in your own house. Homeless people find creative ways to make their own stuff. Some of y'all ain't homeless. That don't mean you got to buy Twinkies. That don't mean you got to get processed foods just because you ain't got a lot of money. And to be honest, white people ain't worried about you. They eating processed food too. Rich people eating at McDonald's. Why everything got to be about race? And if you notice the mental illness of these people, guess what she identifies she and hers. She and her. And she's at the intersection of Black, queer, and Muslim. What are y'all even talk? What does being Black and queer got to do with your food? And they want to make this whole fuss that somehow black people don't know how to eat healthy. It's crazy to me, man. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Let me go to the clip. I think it's clip 1. Roll clip 1.
I got us donuts. Those are so bad for you. Oh no, are they moldy? I mean, are they poisoned? Are you allergic? No, I'm just saying. You're judging my food choices based on a false standard of health again, aren't you? Guilty.
Diet culture, fat phobia, and systems of oppression have created false hierarchies of food, and it shows up everywhere.
For instance, harmful thought patterns like earning food through exercising, or that dessert is the reward for the punishment of eating vegetables.
Remember that you do not need to earn food.
We are all incorrectly taught from a young age that our size, and therefore the foods that we eat, are markers of our self-worth. Moralizing food can lead to harmful relationships with food and disordered eating.
Instead of focusing on good and bad choices, try to approach food with neutrality in mind.
The only foods that are bad for you are foods that contain allergens, poisons, and contaminants, or food that is spoiled or is otherwise inedible.
Eat without guilt, regardless of what society says.
Y'all all going to hell. I believe that these people hate black people. You have to hate minorities. And then it's funny because you don't see a healthy person on there telling you this stuff. Do you? Do you see anybody that's an official nutritionist saying anything like that? They put a fat girl on there to tell you about eating healthy. If it's not, no, it's stuff that's, it's food out there that have no nutritional value. It's filler. So your body's not getting any nutrition. And then if you eat foods that don't have any nutrition, and I don't have to say I'm a nutritionist myself, you begin to create this environment in your body where it latch on to fats and all these other chemicals, and you become fat. Your body has nothing to draw from but fats and all these chemicals and all kind of other stuff. Processed foods are not good for you. That ain't got nothing to do with you being black. I ain't never went to the store and they say this is the black aisle where black people got to shop here. I never been to that store. Well, you know what? Instead of spending your money on Gucci and instead of spending your money on a Netflix membership, you can spend a little bit more money on healthy foods. That ain't gonna cost you. That ain't gonna cost you much. Instead of driving around in a brand new Escalade, why don't you spend more money on your food choices? See, this is the problem that I have with Americans. Y'all, not y'all because y'all perfect. Everybody's listening, y'all perfect, and Jesus has anointed you. I'm talking about somebody else. Why do we feel entitled? That we feel like, well, because I live in America, I have to have a big flat screen TV that's a smart TV. Not only do I have to have a smart TV, I have to have a car. And then I have to keep up with the Joneses. That means I have to be able to shop at Neiman Marcus and other places like that, even if I'm going to the outlet. I have to have really nice clothes, expensive clothes, name brand stuff. Why do Americans think like that? Maybe you should focus on your health. If you look at the statistical data, one of the leading causes of death in the United States of America amongst adults is obesity. Who do you think, ladies and gentlemen, are leading in obesity disproportionately? Black and brown bodies. And what do you have black people doing? These black people, not us. We the smart ones. I'm talking about these other ones. What do you have them doing? Preaching to black people that they can eat whatever they want, and if anybody tell them to eat healthy, it's somehow racist and it's eat shaming people. Why do we do stuff like this? Now, of course, there's some blue-headed monsters that are white that are out here saying that you shouldn't eat animals and all kind of other stuff. But I don't know why black people who are disproportionately affected by obesity and heart disease, why are they out here trying to shame black people for trying to eat healthy? I don't understand it. I will never get this type of stuff. Food neutrality is absolute stupidity. Sometimes I wonder, are they trolling us or they really believe this stuff? There's no nutritionist on planet Earth that will tell you that what you eat doesn't matter. They will never tell you that. Remember Michelle Obama spent, I don't know how much government dollars to change the nutrition at school, in the school system. And then yesterday it was beat you up. Republicans want you to be unhealthy and eat all these processed foods. And then this week is that if you don't eat processed foods, then you're a white supremacist. These people are nutty, man. They are nutty. And I want everybody to know that they're nutty, and I'm not gonna hold back. I'm not gonna take a break on them. These people should be ashamed of themselves. And the parents were rightfully upset because they got this video that they played, the one I just showed you. Some of y'all can see it. Some of y'all can hear it. The video I just showed you, they shared it on a LA Unified School District Instagram page, which means that they endorsed that idea. But then when the parents came out and they got so much backlash, they came out and made a statement about what they posted. And I know I read it a little bit earlier. I think I'll find it. Okay, here we go. They made a statement. They said, to our knowledge, the social media content in question did not originate from any employee at Los Angeles Unified School District. We support the highest nutritional standards for our students and continue to ensure all social media content promotes a safe and welcoming and affirming learning environment for all. But yet they posted that garbage that you just heard. Now, there's a lot more that I want to talk about, but I'm going to run out of time. So hold the phone. I'll be back after the break to tell you what the dietary guidelines for the United States is and why these people are frauds. I want to continue this conversation about eating habits. And for the young people out here, don't listen to these woke activists. Let me just say this. Let me jump to this point, because I think that this is the crux of what we're listening to. We have created a generation of people who are what we call lazy. Say it with me, ladies and gentlemen, lazy. Instead of working out and getting in shape, they rather act like obesity don't matter. Listen, y'all, it's the same soup warmed over. Some people are believing that, well, it's too hard for me to go from being fat to being thin. And there's been a million people that have secured their health and have lost weight to a healthy weight that that's healthy for them. Some people being 250 pounds is normal, especially if you like 6'5". I mean, that's not abnormal. But if you 5'5" and you 250 pounds, hey, you need to probably lose some weight. I don't think that's where your body's supposed to handle all that weight. However, there's millions of people, probably billions of people, that have gone from being overweight to being within a healthy weight. But there's people out there that don't want to put in the work. So they rather for the world to change before they change. They rather for the entire ecosystem of nutrition in the human body, they want that to change before they change their habits. They want the nutritional value from fruits, the nutritional value from meat. They want all of that to miraculously change just for them, because they wouldn't dare get on a treadmill and suffer their way through losing the weight that they want to lose. Nothing in life is easy. Nothing in life is handed to you. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you have to work for it. If it's not worth having if you didn't have to work for it. All of the people that I know that lost 100 pounds, that lost 50 pounds, that lost 60 pounds, there's a gratitude at the end of the journey. But these blue-haired dummies and these feminists and all this old crazy stuff they make up because they have a huge lack of self-confidence, that they just make up terms just for the heck of it. And then they want your kids to be involved in it. Let me say this. I know there's some people on that's watching me live right now that are probably overweight. You're not going to hell or nothing because you didn't eat too much. You can always turn the corner. Gluttony is a sin, but you can always turn the corner. It ain't too late for you to say, Lord, I'm tired of being fat. I told myself that the other day. I said, I'm tired of being fat, man. I look in the mirror and I don't like what I see. I used to take my shirt off at the beach and be flexing on them. Now I don't even take my shirt off when I go to the swimming pool. I am ashamed of what I see in the mirror. And being ashamed of what you see ain't a bad thing. All you have to do, ladies and gentlemen, go to the gym and become the person you want to be. It's really that simple. I don't know why we've created a wussification or wussified society. There's nothing wrong with looking in the mirror and saying, I am fat. I am disgusting. I don't like the way I look. I want to improve. And then what do? You go and improve. And then 6 months later, a year later, 2 years later, depending on what your journey is, you look in the mirror and say, this is what I want to look like. I'm very satisfied with the fact that I've lost weight and I feel very confident in myself. What's wrong with that? These people out here today want you to lie to yourself. You are beautiful. Maybe you're not beautiful. Maybe you're not reaching your potential. You should look in the mirror and say, I'm not reaching my potential. I should be ashamed of myself. And let that shame drive you to do something better. Instead of sitting in the corner saying, I'm beautiful, and you shoving brownies down your throat. You don't feel beautiful. You know you used to be 3 or 4 sizes smaller than you are today, and you hate it. Just embrace it. Embrace the suck. Hate it. And take your butt to the gym. And you ain't got to go all hard in there like you go do CrossFit gym. Go in there and walk on a thing for a minute. You ain't even got to go to the gym. Just walk outside for a minute. Why am I saying this and I'm so open? Because this is the stuff I tell myself. I'm not sitting there telling you something I don't believe. I used to be 220 pounds when I was in college. I'm 270 pounds right now. Now, I look good still, but I don't feel good. I don't feel like I want to be like this. I don't like that I got fat and rolls in my stomach and I can't wear tight shirts because I got the muffin top going on. Ain't nothing wrong with you looking in the mirror and being ashamed of what you see. We need more shame. Some people ain't ashamed of nothing. Your character, you should look in the mirror and say, you know what, I'm ashamed of how I treat other people. I'm ashamed of it. What do? Fix it. Quit lying to yourself and act like everything you do is okay. Be ashamed. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You should be ashamed of sinning, especially if you're a Christian. If you ain't a Christian, I'm not talking to you. But as a Christian, you should be ashamed and change. You shouldn't be ashamed and just sit there and waddle in misery. Be ashamed enough to change what you're doing. You know, it's funny that people, it's human nature. What would you want your children to do? If you could speak life into your children was 300 pounds overweight or 100 pounds overweight, what would you tell your child? You wouldn't tell them that what this fool is talking about, that it's white supremacy to be healthy. You say, listen, I want you to live long. Imagine what your kids will tell you. Your kids will look at you and say, Mom, I wish you would work out so I can have you longer. I don't want you to die soon. I don't want you to die at a young age. What about the rest of your family? Like, let me tell you this. I know I'm going off on a tangent, but sometimes I feel like God had me talking to certain people. I looked in the mirror and I said, you know what? I got a lot of people that look up to me. I have a lot of people that follow what I do. I inspire a lot of people all over the world. It would be a shame. It would be a shame if I were to die at a young age due to preventable measures because I did not manage what I eat, I did not manage working out, and I just let myself go. What a shame would that be, and how disrespectful is that to other people? And I'm going to tell you this other thing. I got a minute left. I tell God sometimes, I say, God, I really want to be excellent. I want to be great. I want to be a billionaire. I mean, all of these great things that I want to do and accomplish while I'm alive. And I feel like God was telling me, you need to get in shape too. You can't forget about your health. I can't bless you if you can't live long enough to receive the blessings.